There comes a time when you stop asking why people left and start asking, why they came. No. Because not everyone who walks toward you is walking toward you. Some are walking toward what you built, what you carry, what you own. My elders taught me Denon. The eyes in your chest see what the eyes in your face cannot. Today I will show you 7 signs that someone close to you, may not be there for you at all. They may be there for everything you have left to give. Stay with me.
There comes a time in life when you stop asking why people leave, and you start asking why they came. Not every person who walks toward you is walking toward you. Some are walking toward what you have, what you built, what you carry, and if you have lived long enough, you already know the weight of that truth. You have reached a season of life where your time is precious. Your energy is not unlimited. Your peace took decades to find. And yet, there are people who will enter your world and slowly, quietly begin to take from it. Not always with bad words, not always with obvious actions, sometimes with smiles, with warmth, with words that sound like care. That is what makes it so difficult to see. Sit with me for a moment. What I am about to share is not meant to make you distrust everyone around you. It is meant to help you see more clearly, because at this point in your life, you deserve people who are truly there for you. Not for what you own, not for what you can offer them, not for the convenience you represent. Before we continue, check if you are already subscribed to this channel, and tell me in the comments, what country are you watching from today? I love seeing how many different people gather here to share these reflections. The first sign, they know more about what you own than about who you are. You have been in the same room with this person many times, and yet they always seem to find a way to bring up your house, your savings, your car, what you left to your children, what your pension looks like. They ask questions that feel like curiosity, but over time you realize they have never once asked what makes you happy. They have never asked about your childhood, your dreams, the things that kept you going through the hard years. A person who truly cares about you wants to know you, not an inventory of what you have built. When someone always finds a way to circle back to your possessions, that is not admiration, that is assessment, and you are wise enough now to know the difference. The second sign, they move too fast. You met this person not long ago, and already they speak to you like an old friend. Already they know things about your life that took years for those closest to you to learn. Already they call you family. It felt warm at first. It felt like being seen, but something in the back of your heart was quiet about it. That quietness was wisdom. Real closeness takes time. Real trust is built slowly, the way a river carves stone, not with force, but with patience. When someone rushes intimacy, they are usually not trying to build something with you. They are trying to position themselves, and the reason people position themselves is because they are planning to ask for something. The third sign, they are never truly curious about how you feel. You can tell this person that you are tired, that your back hurts, that you miss someone you lost, and within moments the conversation finds its way back to them, their problems, their needs, their difficult week. It is not that they are always cruel. Sometimes they are simply so focused on their own needs that yours disappear, but you deserve someone who stops, who listens, who asks the second question after you give the first answer. Real care is not always loud, but it is present. And if someone has been in your life for a while and still does not know what keeps you awake at night, they have not been paying attention to you. They have been paying attention to what they need from you. There is a kind of loneliness that is worse than being alone. It is the loneliness of being surrounded by people who do not really see you, who sit beside you and yet are somewhere else entirely, who nod when you speak, but are already thinking about what they will say next. That loneliness, the elders used to say, is the most dangerous kind, because it disguises itself as company. The fourth sign, there is always something they need. It starts small, a ride, a favor, a little help with something, and you give it because you are generous, because you were raised to help others, because it feels good to be useful. But then there is another request, and another after that, and you begin to notice that the visits always come with a need attached, that the phone calls begin with affection and end with a request, that when things are going well for them, they are hard to reach, but the moment a problem appears in their life, you are the first person they call. Generosity is a beautiful thing, but there is a difference between someone who appreciates your help and someone who depends on your giving, without ever considering the cost to you. The elders always said, "Watch what happens when you say you cannot help right now." A person who cares for you will understand. A person who is only there for what you offer will show you in that moment who they really are. Before I move to the next reflection, I want to share something with you. Many of the teachings I have gathered over the years about aging, inner peace, the relationships that truly matter, and the wisdom that modern life has forgotten have been brought together in a book called The Last Teachings. It is written the same way I speak here, simply, quietly, the way an elder would sit beside you and share what he has learned. If these words resonate with you, you will find the link in the first comment below, the fifth sign. When you truly need them, they are nowhere to be found. This is perhaps the clearest sign of all, and yet it is also the hardest to accept, because by the time you discover it, you are usually already in pain. You went through something difficult, an illness, a loss, a moment when the world felt too heavy to carry alone, and the person who was always so present, so warm, so quick to be near you, suddenly became very busy, suddenly had problems of their own that couldn't wait, suddenly found reasons to be elsewhere. You told yourself it was bad timing, that everyone has their own struggles, and that is true, but there are people in your life who, when you fall, will sit down on the ground beside you, not because they have to, but because leaving you there alone is simply something they cannot do. Those are the people who are truly in your life, the ones who vanish when the road gets hard. They were never really walking it with you. They were only walking beside you when the path was easy and the view was good. The sixth sign. They make you feel guilty for saying no. You said no to something, maybe to a request that felt too large, maybe to a situation that didn't feel right, maybe simply because you were tired and needed rest, and they made sure you felt it. Not always with anger, sometimes with silence, sometimes with a look, a sigh, a comment dropped like a small stone into still water. I thought you cared about me. I suppose I was wrong about you, after everything I have done. And you, who have a good heart, began to wonder if maybe they were right, if maybe you were being selfish, if maybe you should have said yes. Listen to me carefully now. No is a complete sentence. You do not owe anyone an explanation for protecting your energy. You do not need to justify your rest. You do not need to purchase someone's affection by exhausting yourself. A person who truly loves and respects you will hear your no and say, "Of course, rest, I understand." A person who only values what you do for them will make your no into a wound. And that tells you everything you need to know. This is something the elders understood deeply. Guilt is sometimes a messenger. It tells you when you have genuinely hurt someone who deserved better. But guilt can also be a tool, used by those who know your heart is soft, who know that you were taught to put others first, who know that your discomfort at disappointing people can be used to keep you saying yes long past the point where your body and soul are begging you to stop. Learning to know the difference between real guilt and manufactured guilt, that is one of the quiet victories of growing older. The seventh sign. What they show you looks more like need than affection. There is a difference between someone who wants to be near you because of who you are and someone who needs to be near you because of what you provide. Affection is warm, but it is not desperate. Affection is present, but it does not suffocate. Affection says, "I enjoy being with you. I am grateful for you. I hope you are well even when I am not here." Need is different. Need says, "I require something from you, and my closeness to you is connected to that requirement." Need calls too often. Need shows up at the wrong moments. Need makes you feel responsible for another person's stability in a way that slowly begins to feel like a weight you did not agree to carry. You can have compassion for someone who is in need. You can even help them if it comes from a free and willing heart. But you should not mistake their need for love, and you should not allow their instability to become your obligation. If these words have touched your heart, perhaps you would like to know more about the last teachings. In it, I brought together some of the most important lessons about loneliness, relationships, inner peace, and what truly matters as the years pass. You will also receive, completely free, a special teaching called The Secrets of the First Hour, about the silent habits that many elders considered sacred for beginning the day. The link is in the first comment below. Now, after all of this, I want you to sit with something important. Knowing these signs is not meant to close your heart. Some of the most beautiful relationships in the second half of life come from unexpected places, people you did not expect, connections you did not plan. And some of those people will surprise you with their loyalty, their warmth, their quiet presence during the hard times. Do not let the ones who came for the wrong reasons teach you to keep everyone at a distance. that would be too great a loss. What this is meant to do is something quieter. It is meant to sharpen your vision, to help you trust the small voice inside you, the one that sometimes says something feels off, even when you cannot name why. That voice is not paranoia. It is wisdom, accumulated over a long life, shaped by everything you have survived. The elders used to say, "The eyes in your chest see what the eyes in your face cannot." Trust them. You have spent so much of your life giving, your time, your energy, your patience, your love. You have shown up for people who did not always show up for you. You have carried weights that were never really yours to carry. You have said yes when everything inside you wanted to say no. And through all of that, you remained kind. That is not weakness. That is one of the most difficult things a human being can do. But there comes a moment, and perhaps that moment is now, when you understand that protecting your peace is not selfishness. It is survival. It is wisdom. It is the quiet decision to spend whatever time remains in the company of people who truly deserve what you have to offer. The seasons of life are not equal. Spring is full of everything: energy, possibility, the willingness to try things that may not work. But this season, the one you are in now, carries something spring never could. It carries the deep knowing of what matters and what does not. It carries the ability to look at a relationship and feel in your bones whether it is true or not. That ability did not come cheaply. It cost you years. It cost you some painful lessons, but it is yours now, and it is more valuable than most things you could ever be given. Use it, not to push people away, but to draw the right ones closer. The ones who sit quietly beside you without needing something in return. The ones who call just to hear your voice. The ones who remember the things you told them months ago. The ones who, when you say you are tired, pull up a chair instead of pulling out a request. Those people exist, and you deserve to fill your remaining years with them. Protect your peace like the elders protected the fire, not by refusing to share its warmth, but by knowing who to invite close and who to let stand at a distance. The fire does not need to burn itself out trying to warm those who would simply use it up and walk away. It needs to give its light to those who will tend it in return. And in the quiet of that fire, surrounded by the ones who truly see you, that is where a life well lived finally rests.